morning. You're up pretty early.
Not early enough, I guess.
Look, I'm fixing a couple eggs for myself. I could just as easily fix some for you.
No, thank you. Excuse me?
Look, this isn't a very good way to start our day.
Agreed.
Well, maybe we could just both talk about what's bothering us.
We did. Last night. And if you have anything to add to that, I'm not interested.
Look, if you think your pouting is going to get me to take back what I said, you're wrong. I meant every word of it. Now, you've got to stop feeling sorry for yourself and living a lie.
I said I'm not interested.
I am. Did you tell Ben about missing that appointment with Dr. Galvin?
Ben and I talked, yes.
I'm not asking you if you talked. I'm asking you if you told him the truth.
Will you just stop pressuring me? Enough is enough.
Don't use that tone of voice with me, Lori. I'm still your mother, and you happen to be living under my roof.
Well, you can be sure that won't last much longer.
What are you talking about?
Ben and I are moving back to the condo. Today.
Today?
Yes, this morning if possible. As soon as I can pack.
Why? Because we had words last night?
No.
Yes, it is, Lori. You're realizing that you can't run upstairs and hide in your room anymore, so you're going to run somewhere else.
I'm not! My husband and I belong in our home. You just can't deal with the idea of letting go, of letting me be independent.
Independence is one thing, but immaturity is another.
I'm sorry you see it that way.
And I'm sorry you can't see it for what it is.
I knew you were going to react like this.
You're right. My reactions are always predictable when you behave foolishly.
Let's just forget it.
Frankly, I'm surprised Ben is allowing this. He doesn't even know, does he?
Ben's been wanting to move back for weeks now.
He doesn't, does he? Well, you're true to form anyway. Doesn't the fact that you didn't tell him indicate anything to you?
This is a matter between Ben and me. I would appreciate it if you wouldn't interfere.
Lori,
No,
listen to
Mom. You're right. This is your house, and I'm subject to your rules. And I'm sorry if I've acted disrespectfully. But my mind's made up. There is nothing wrong with me wanting to live in my own house.
Sometimes we make the right decisions for the wrong reasons. And when that happens, usually very little good can come out of them. But at any rate, this really isn't a decision you can make without Ben.
Yeah, well, it's my problem, and I'll handle it.
Oh, what problem? What can you handle?
Now's your chance. Good morning, Ben.
Good morning. Well?
You know, I've been thinking, and, I've decided you're right, Ben. I think we should move back to the condo. Today, if it can be arranged.
How many eggs did you say you wanted?
3. Anything I can do to help?
Stay out of my way.
Where's Ma?
Just looking on Elsie Gardner before she went to work.
How are you feeling this morning?
You know how I am. We got up together, remember?
You know what I mean. How are you feeling about Monk?
He seems nice.
Seems nice. Well, Jimmy seems to like him.
Would you pour me a glass of juice, please?
Only if you promise to turn around and talk to me. Carla! Oh, come on, out with it, babe.
I think we did the right thing, Gene. Really, I do. I think we made the right decision.
Yeah. Boy, yeah, I can really tell.
No, I do.
But?
No buts. Just some fears, that's all. About some things I hadn't thought about before.
About Jimmy?
Yeah. You saw how fascinated he was by him last night.
Well, babe, Monk said some very interesting things. I was fascinated with the kid, too.
There's a difference. You're not still impressionable.
Oh, yeah? I do my impressions. Remember that green fly?
No! Joking about it won't make the problem any better.
Okay, all right. All right, sorry.
And you already had to speak to him once about his language.
And he hasn't slipped any since then. Come on. Now, Jimmy's just gonna be fine. He has a mother and a father that's taught him well up to this point. And besides, I mean, he's not gonna hear anything from Monk that he hasn't already heard in his own school, and you know that. So what's the real problem?
You'll think I'm silly.
Baby, I promise I won't. Come on.
I'm going to be alone with an 18-year-old stranger. Even though the court terms him a juvenile, he's a man. A man with, no matter what, a disrespectful past. Now, how do we really know we can trust him?
When did you decide all this?
Well, I don't know. This morning, I guess.
What, just like that?
Well, no. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. That's a good sign, don't you think? I mean, you know, it used to terrify me to think about being alone.
Yeah, well, I suppose.
Well, you want to, don't you? I mean, I wouldn't want to do it if you don't want to.
Oh, of course I want to. It's what I've always wanted. It was just a question of you being ready, that's all. Lori, I think it's wonderful. I love you.
I love you, too.
Well, this is something else. What do you think, Terry?
Is it really important?
Well, sure it is.
I think what Mom is trying to say is that she's got reservations about it.
Terry?
But you did say that it was the right thing for us to do, didn't you, Mom?
Yes, I did.
What's being left unsaid here? Terry?
Well, Lori seems to be doing a pretty good job of answering for me.
Well, I haven't said anything that's untrue. I mean, I can't hide the fact that we do disagree with one another, but Mom, I understand how you feel, but please believe me when I say I think this is best for Ben and me. And please don't complicate matters. I mean, things have been so complicated for so long now. I mean, just accept it and let it be.
You're an adult now, Lori. I won't interfere.
So, the subject's closed.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, I don't even know why I poured this stuff. I'm not even hungry at all. You know, I think what I'm gonna do is go upstairs and pack, and I will fix myself something more substantial later.
I hope it's not too much later.
No, it'll just be after you've gone to work.
Okay, remember, you need lots of protein.
Yeah, I remember. I love you, Mom.
I love you, too.
Reservations?
Look, Ben, I said I wouldn't interfere, and I meant it.
Terry, look, me asking you a direct question is not interfering.
No, Ben.
I've waited a long time to hear Lori say what she just told me. But I sensed that she was playing on it just a little too much. Now, something is wrong here. And if it's a choice between her credibility and yours, there's no question as to who I'll believe. She's lying about something, isn't she?
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Monk, good morning, buddy.
Hello.
So how'd you sleep last night?
Real good. You know, it's kind of hard not to in a bed like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Gene,
Yeah.
would you come here and hold this for me, please?
What?
Please?
Yeah, sure. Hold what?
This. Now, would you talk to him, please?
About what?
About the way he's dressed.
Hey, Monk, we're gonna be having some scrambled eggs here for breakfast. You want any?
Yeah, sure. Sounds great.
Oh. Aren't you a little cold, buddy?
Nah, I'm fine.
Yeah. Look, I've got my bathrobe upstairs there in the bathroom. Why don't you go up there and put that on?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I get the feeling that we're lucky he had on as much as he did.
Oh, come on, Carla. It is not that bad. Don't make such a big thing out of it.
Maybe
isn't it?
not. But it doesn't help the way I'm feeling either.
Now, wait. Now, let's just calm down. I've got this whole thing under control, all right? I've been watching the whole situation very, very carefully. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the morning off and I'm gonna go help that boy find himself a job. That'll probably just speed up the process a little bit.
You think he'll object?
He knows he has to get a job. I think he'll be excited about me trying to help him find a job.
A day job, right?
If we can arrange that, Carla.
Hey, Gene, man, this is nice. You know, I gotta get me one of these.
Yeah. Hey, Monk, you know, we were just talking. I was thinking about taking part of the day off and just helping you find a job.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure. We can go through the paper there and find some of the most promising one ads there. I can drive you to your interviews.
I really like that. That sounds good. But there's there's something I like to say, though. Hey, look. I ain't gonna cause no trouble around here. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna follow your rules, too. I think that's only right. Mrs. Ratlin, everything's gonna be cool. You'll see.
I'm wondering if Laurie's even capable of telling the truth anymore. I'm afraid it's not so much that she wants to move back to the condo as she wants to move out of here, away from me. Ben, we had an argument last night. Of course, I'm assuming that she didn't tell you.
No, she didn't.
Well, basically, I told her that her self-pity was dragging her down and was probably destroying your marriage. I was very firm about it. I don't know, maybe I went overboard a little. But I meant it, Ben, every word of it. Well, you saw her reaction.
What prompted you to say something in the first place?
I was afraid you were going to ask that. Look, Ben, this really should be coming from her.
Yes, I know it should, but obviously it's not going to. Now what, Terry?
Laurie didn't keep her appointment with Marjorie Galvin yesterday. She lied to us. Marjorie came into my office after the two of you left, and she wondered what was going on.
After all she's pulled, I shouldn't be surprised by this. But I think it's the boldness of it all that really bothers me. Terry, we made a vow on our wedding day before God. Now, does that mean so little to her? Now, what should I do? I really don't know what I can say.
I don't know, Ben. Maybe you can try to remember your part of the vow, I guess.
Yeah.
Hello?
Good morning, Ms. Davison. This is Harold Webster.
Yes, Mr. Webster.
Look, I just wanted to let you know that the legal notice for the auction of your mother's house is in the paper this morning, and everything is all set for Saturday.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Are you feeling all right this morning?
No, I guess I'm not.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do?
No, I don't think so, but thanks for offering. Anyway.
I hate to burden you with this right now, but, well, you know, since I couldn't get those keys back from Nancy, she still has access to the house. I thought maybe you and I ought to get together and go over there and be sure she hadn't done any damage.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me before.
Yeah, I was hoping that we could do it today, but since you're not feeling well...
No, it's nothing like that. I'll have to get to the hospital, though, and to see about my schedule.
Okay, fine. I understand. I'll just wait to hear from you then.
Fine. Thank you, Mr. Webster.
Ladies and gentlemen, back by popular demand, and at great expense, I might add, the one, the only Barbara Farley. Hey! She will amaze you with her technical skills. She will amuse you with her quick-witted banter.
She will gag you with her version of coffee.
Well, look, if it's a chef you wanted, you should have hired one.
Never. Welcome back.
Oh, thanks. It's good to be back. Now, my first question of the day is, who, or should I say, what, sat at my desk last?
Oh, that would be Miss Dombey.
What is that smell?
It's pickle herring. She had a little accident.
Before or after she ate it?
And maintenance promised to see what they could do first thing this morning.
Yeah, well, it's already well past first thing this morning. Why don't you give him a little call, okay?
Why don't I just have my secretary do it?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I will.
Hey, when you finish that, do me a favor. I want you to find the coffee lady and get me a couple of cheese Danish and get yourself whatever you want.
I see you've developed some bad habits since I've been gone.
What do you mean?
Overindulgence.
Well, Babs, you know I always eat when I'm unhappy.
Yeah? Well, I'm back now, so you're over all that.
That's right. But this morning, I'm really hungry.
Sorry, sweetie. Getting this office back in shape means getting you back in shape, too. And that means no more between meal snacks. Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now, what was the number of that maintenance guy?
This'll be just what we need, you'll see.
Will I?
Well, so much for Mom not interfering.
Oh, do you really think I couldn't tell there was more going on down there than what you admitted to? Your mother didn't have to say a word.
But she did, didn't she?
Hey, what if I say no to all this?
Is that what you're going to do?
I don't know. Yet.
Ben, you've been talking for weeks now. You've been dropping hints about how it's going to be real good for us to live on our own. I mean, I can finally see that. You should be happy.
Yeah, I should be if it was a decision that we made together.
Well, look at it this way. It's a decision that we both made. We just made it at different times.
And for different reasons.
Ben, I want this.
Oh, well, then it'd be useless for me to try and stop you, wouldn't it?
Ben, you know you want it too. Look, maybe I did go about this all the wrong way, and I shouldn't have made an assumption like that, and I'm sorry. But let's do it. Let's just get over there and let's work out what has to be worked out in the privacy of our own home.
And there is so much to be worked out, isn't there?
Exercise program?
Yeah, you know, working out, sweat, sore muscles, the whole thing.
Oh, boy, how wonderful you make it all sound.
Don't worry, I'll be right there with you the whole time.
Oh, but why?
To make it easier.
No, Babs, I mean, why? Why can't we just leave it at no eating between meals?
Because at this point, it's not going to make much of a dent, Sherlock.
Why bother at all?
Remember when you wanted me to go to secretarial school, and I really didn't see much point in it, but I went anyway. And I didn't see much point in changing the way I dressed or the way I talked, but I did it anyway, right? Why don't you do this for the same reason?
Glad you're back.
Chicken wire, fertilizer, peat moss.
I decided that all things considered,
I see.
she doesn't know this yet, but whether or not I stay there depends entirely on her.
I hope it works out. This is one thing I hope I'm wrong about.
I hope so, too.
Where's Lori now?
I'm getting her purse. We left a few things upstairs. Lori will be back later to get them.
That's fine. Lori is going to be saying goodbye to me, isn't she?
I hope so.
All set.
Need any help?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
There are a few things that are in the closet, and Ben can come back and get them.
Well,
I guess we better get going. Thank you for everything.
you're welcome. Thank you.
What for?
Oh, for lots of things.
Okay.
Goodbye, sweetheart.
Hey, we're not going to Alaska or anything, you know. I've got to get this show on the road. Come on, you got to go to work, Ben. Let's go.
Yeah, right. I'll call you later.
Sure.
Terry.
Yeah, I know. You better get going.
Yeah.